Noel Gallagher has branded Prince Harry a FG woke snowflake for publicly criticizing the royal family. The Oasis frontman, 54, who has a notoriously sour relationship with his own brother Liam, 48, said he sympathizes with Prince William for having a brother who is shooting his FG mouth off. Noel didn't hold back in his criticism of the Duke of Sussex, telling The Sun, Prince William, "I feel that FG lad's pain. Has got a FG younger brother shooting his FG mouth off with that is just so unnecessary. I'd like to think I was always the William." The rocker also criticized Harry for dissing your family, referring to Harry and Meghan's recent Oprah special and Harry's mental health documentary series in which he has lambasted the royal family, and told him to shut up. Noel has recently been doing promo for his solo project High Flying Birds and has found many interviewers want to know his thoughts on the Duke. While admitting he doesn't know Harry, Noel added, "Prince Harry is coming across like a typical FG woke snowflake, FG a hole. Just don't be FG dissing your family because Harry's no need for it." Noel also made a dig at Harry's wife Meghan Markle, saying this is what happens when you get involved with Americans. Mail Online has contacted representatives for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle for comment. Harry has been speaking candidly about his fractured relationship with his family in various U.S. television appearances since the drama of Megxit last year. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who welcomed daughter Lilibet last week, stepped down as senior members of the royal family last year and relocated to Los Angeles with their son Archie, too. During his documentary, the Duke lambasted the parenting skills of the Prince of Wales, criticizing his father for expecting his sons to endure the pressures of royal life, just as Charles has done, instead of protecting them. Harry also accused his family of total neglect when Meghan was feeling suicidal amid harassment on social media. And he laid bare his battles with panic attacks and severe anxiety, saying so 28 to probably 32 was a nightmare time in my life. Asked by Oprah if he had any regrets, Harry also said he wished that he had taken a stronger stance on the racism aimed at Meghan early in their relationship. Harry claimed that it was only him and their unborn child that kept Meghan going, after she told him about her suicidal thoughts and the practicalities of how she was going to end her life. He said, "The thing that stopped her from seeing it through was how unfair it would be on me after everything that had happened to my mum and to now be put in a position of losing another woman in my life, with a baby inside of her, our baby." He said he was somewhat ashamed of the way he dealt with it, suggesting that rather than prioritizing their official duties they should have pulled out. But at the time, Harry said, that was not an option, because of the system. Harry said that after marrying Meghan his attempts to get help from his family, following online trolling which was pushing her to the brink, were ignored. He said, "Every single ask, request, warning, whatever it is, to stop just got met with total silence or total neglect." Harry added, "We spent 4 years trying to make it work. We did everything that we possibly could to stay there and carry on doing the role and doing the job." He said he did not go to his family when Meghan felt suicidal because he was ashamed the situation had got that bad and also suspected the royals would not have been able to help. The Duke said, "That was one of the biggest reasons to leave, feeling trapped and feeling controlled through fear, both by the media and by the system itself which never encouraged the talking about this kind of trauma. Certainly now I will never be bullied into silence." Harry was also shown taking part in an eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy session with a trained professional. Family. Harry criticized his family, accusing them of total neglect when his wife Meghan was feeling suicidal amid harassment on social media. Pictured with Meghan in 2018, he said, "Therapy has equipped me to be able to take on anything. That's why I'm here now. That's why my wife is here now." In the CBS special, the Sussexes first accused the royal family of not supporting them, claimed royal aides declined to help Meghan when she was troubled with suicidal thoughts, and said a relative had made a racist comment about their son's skin color. Harry also appeared to suggest his father and grandparents, the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh, had all failed as parents during a podcast interview broadcast earlier in May. Last month, the royal sparked outrage in the US after describing the First Amendment, one of the country's most cherished founding principles, as bonkers. Harry, who has made a fortune through American companies like Netflix and Spotify while living in California, made the comments on Dax Shepard's podcast. "I've got so much I want to say about the First Amendment as I sort of understand it, but it is bonkers. I don't want to start going down the First Amendment route because that's a huge subject and one which I don't understand because I've only been here a short time, but you can find a loophole in anything. You can capitalize or exploit what's not said rather than uphold what is said." Many Americans who'd embraced him and reacted sympathetically to his comments on Oprah were angered by the remarks, as were Brits. Republican Texas Congressman, veteran Dan Crenshaw tweeted, "Well, I just doubled the size of my Independence Day party." New arrival, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex welcomed their daughter on Friday morning, before announcing her birth on Sunday, and made headlines after they named her Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor. Pictured, Harry and Meghan in February. Meghan McCain tweeted, "We fought a war in 1776 so we don't have to care what you say or think. That being said, you have chosen to seek refuge from your homeland here and thrive because all of what our country has to offer, and one of the biggest things is the First Amendment, show some utter respect." It comes after Prince Harry has threatened the BBC with legal action after it reported that he and Meghan did not ask the Queen for permission to name their daughter Lilibet, as an extraordinary three-way briefing war broke out between the Sussexes, the palace and the corporation. Senior Buckingham Palace sources told BBC royal correspondent Johnny Diamond that the Queen was never asked her opinion on the couple's decision to name their new baby, who was born on June 4, after her childhood nickname. Regrets. Asked by Oprah if he had any regrets, Harry also said he wished that he had taken a stronger stance on the racism aimed at Meghan early in their relationship. Pictured 2018. However, Harry hit back within 90 minutes of the BBC's report being published through a statement from his and Meghan's close friend Elmot Scobie that insisted the Queen was the first person the Duke called after the birth of his daughter. Mr. Scobie, who wrote the bombshell Finding Freedom biography of the couple, also claimed the Sussexes would not have used the name Lilibet unless the Queen had supported the move. Harry, who together with Meghan announced they were expecting a girl during their interview with Oprah in March, took things a step further mere hours after his rebuttal of the report, threatening the BBC with legal action through law firm Schillings. Notice of the legal action was followed by a carefully worded statement that raised more questions than answers over whether the Queen did give permission or if the couple simply informed her of their intentions in a fait accompli. The statement insisted that the BBC report was wholly wrong and read, "The Duke spoke with his family in advance of the announcement, in fact his grandmother was the first family member he called. During that conversation, he shared their hope of naming their daughter Lilibet in her honor. Had she not been supportive, they would not have used the name. The BBC then amended its report, though the article still says that the Queen was not asked about the name of the baby. Mr Dimmon's tweets citing a Buckingham Palace source also still remain up. The BBC report on the palace's position and Harry's fiery reaction implies both parties believe they are telling the truth on the issue. It suggests that Harry and Meghan could have informed the Queen of Lilibet's name before taking Her Majesty's non-denial as consent. On the other hand, the palace briefings appear to hint that the Queen felt she was presented with the couple's decision and asked to rubber stamp it, rather than give permission. The explosive row is the latest chapter of Harry's ongoing feud with the broadcaster after he attacked the BBC following the inquiry into Martin Bashr's interview with his mother Princess Diana. Harry blasted the 1995 BBC Panorama interview and said his mother lost her life because of this. Despite Harry's strong condemnation of the BBC report about Lilibet, Buckingham Palace refused to comment on whether the story was true when approached by Mail Online.